I want to talk about my mission. My mission is to close the racial wealth gap, to be a driving force for closing the racial wealth gap. Why? Because I grew up in places like Brooklyn and Queens, New York, Canarsie, Ozone Park, where there were fights in school every single day. There were a lot of people that looked like me, black and brown people, and there was also a lot of poverty. That was where I fell asleep to gunshots every night. That was juxtaposed with living in places like Bel Air, Maryland, that was 90% white and extremely wealthy and extremely amazing school systems where the question was not, are you going to college? The question was, what college are you going to? I saw poverty with the people that looked like me, and I saw wealth with the people that didn't. I grew up with a family that said money runs the world. So I got into financial services because I wanted to help people that look like me. And again, it's not about your color, it's about your values, right? So people that were committed to also making sure that this country has more equality, right? And I saw wealth as like money, us having more monetary wealth as a key to having more seats at the table and having more influence, right? So that's why I saw using my unique talents and skills to bring value and educate people about money and help them build wealth. Black and brown people, poor and lower middle class, I wanted to help them ascend to higher heights. But after working in this industry for 5 years in financial services and sitting down with hundreds of people, I would give somebody all the game on how wealthy people manage their money, how they perpetuate their wealth throughout the generations and build this amazing amount of generational wealth. And then I'd call them 2 or 3 years later and they were in the exact same position. I realized that none of that information, none of that education I provided them added any value because they didn't take any action with it. And that's what allowed me to realize that knowledge is not power. People love to say that we have a knowledge gap in our community, but we do not need more knowledge. We need more courage. We do not need more information. We need transformation. We need the ability to step into our fear, expand our comfort zone, and take the consistent and massive action necessary to achieve our goals. That right there is the key. Because you got real estate agents saying that real estate is the key to closing the racial wealth gap. You got life insurance agents saying that life insurance is the key. You got financial planners saying that the stock market is the key. You got crypto people and Forex people saying it's cryptocurrency and Forex is the key. Everybody has their own different asset classes that they think are the key to closing the the racial wealth gap. It doesn't matter if you know everything about crypto, Forex, real estate, the stock market. If you don't have the mindset necessary to take action with it, then none of that information is going to help you. None of it. So that's why I started this business, and that's why I'm, marketing this money mindset mastery program, is because knowledge is not power. Let me show you, let me give you a basic idea of some of the different asset classes, a basic idea of the stock market, investing, life insurance, just financial planning in general. Let me make sure that you are empowered and you know what's best for you. So you're going into conversations with estate attorneys, financial advisors, other professionals from a position of power. Not saying, hey, I don't know what to do, tell me what to do. No, saying, no, I have a basic idea. I know what I want to do. Just help me implement the plan. Right? But in addition to that, if we don't focus on ourselves, if we're focused on the behaviors and not the behavior, us internally, then none of that financial information is going to add any value. So what I believe is the key to closing the racial wealth gap is personal development. It's making sure that we do whatever deeper than surface level work is necessary to work through our traumas that lead to internalized toxic shame, that lead to fears, that lead to non-action. That right there, us being able to take action. And in order to take action, you got to break through limiting beliefs and replace them with beliefs that empower you. That right there is the key. Your level of success will never surpass your level of personal development. So I wanted to share this, and what do you think? Right? I'm passionate about my thought process, but I also recognize that I could be wrong. So please, if I'm wrong, let me know. What do you think is the key to closing the racial wealth gap? What do you think is going to make sure is the biggest factor or factors in us being able to create true, lasting change and equality in this country and in this world? So, as always, I love you. I hope you got some value out of this, and I'm excited for the next message.